Welcome. Before we begin moving, allow yourself permission to arrive exactly as you are. Accept yourself and even offer yourself an embrace by giving yourself a gentle hug. So once you're in a comfortable seat, wrap your arms around yourself and you can grab opposite shoulders, maybe close your eyes if that feels safe, and feel the warmth of your own touch. Notice what it's like to offer yourself comfort instead of criticism. You can switch the crossing of your arms if you'd like, just to see how that might slightly change the sensation of the hug. And then let's begin tapping. So, crossing at your wrists, have the palms face flat under your collarbones, and then begin alternating your hands across the upper chest. So, you're tapping left, right. These bilateral taps can help your nervous system settle, reminding your brain that you are here, you are safe, and this moment is different from whatever came before. If your mind happens to wander, that's okay. Simply notice it and lovingly guide yourself back. Self compassion isn't about never getting distracted, it's about gently returning. Slowly allow the tapping to become smaller until both hands rest over your heart. Feel your heartbeat or simply warmth beneath your palms, and silently say to yourself, "May I meet myself with kindness today." Then release your hands to your lap. Begin making your way to tabletop. Spread your fingertips wide. Have your knees under your hips, your hands under the shoulders. Draw the belly button towards the spine. Gently lift the back of the head up to the sky so that your ears are in line with your shoulders. Rather than locking out your joints, allow your muscles to support you and keep a soft, not so much of a bend, but just like a softness in the elbows. Sometimes strength looks less like gripping and more like allowing. Let's do some wrist strengthening here. So come up onto the fingertips and lift your palms. Feel how you gently push the ground away with the fingertips. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up onto the fingertips. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Continue slowly strengthening the wrists while staying connected to your breath. Notice if frustration appears. Rather than judging it, simply notice it. Your worth has never been determined by how easy something is. Bring your palms back down, find stillness. Then exhale, move into cat, rounding your upper back. Puff up the back of the heart, and then inhale, cow. Let your chest go down towards the floor as you draw the shoulder blades down towards each other onto your back more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale brings you into cow, exhale brings you into cat. Imagine creating space not only through your back, but also around any emotions you've been carrying lately. Feelings don't need to disappear before you can breathe. They simply need room, a space for us to hold them, to embrace them. You can hold your cat pose or your cow pose for a few moments or a few breaths, and then inhale, return to neutral. We'll come into some knee, or I guess we could call this like some heel pulses. So inhale, lift your right heel up to the ceiling. Bend your knee, and then exhale, bring the right knee in towards your right elbow or towards your chest, depending on how much you want to crunch. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, we crunch. Keep repeating this movement until you're ready to hold your crunch at the bottom. And then once you hold, lift the heel up to the ceiling and hold that there and begin to pulse the heel up to the sky a few times. Now, as you move, think of drawing yourself back towards your center. Option to reach the left arm towards your right foot. If you cannot grab it, that's fine. If you do find a connection, you may grab the inner right foot and lift it up to the sky. Inhale, come back to your tabletop, and exhale, do the other side. Lift your left heel to the sky and exhale, bring the left knee to left elbow or to the chest. Inhale, the left heel goes up. Exhale, the left knee goes to the chest. Continue in your tabletop crunches here until you're ready to hold at the bottom of your crunch. And just like it sounds, you're going to puff up your back, really round, and then inhale, come back with the left heel reaching up towards the ceiling. Option to reach the right hand back towards the left foot. If you grab it, great. If not, also great. And then inhale, come to your tabletop and release. Try not to think too much about how far you went and instead notice the sensations throughout your body and how that felt for you. Inhale, center. Exhale, come onto the forearms and interlace your fingertips or press the palms together. We're going to do some fire hydrants here. So inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, bring the right knee out to the right side. Try not to move through your pelvis. So really feel the movement happening in the right hip joint as you send that right knee out to the side. If you need to take a moment to just let that right knee hover off of your mat and then open it out to the right and let it hover, please do. Go as slow as you need. It's not about the quantity here. Then inhale, center, and exhale. Let's do fire hydrants on the left side. So now lifting the left knee and bringing the left knee out to the left side. Again, watching the pelvis, so there really shouldn't be any twisting or turning in the hips. It's just that left leg coming out to the side. You may feel different sensations like maybe burning or shaking, and if that happens, just allow them to be sensations. Oh, there's burning here. Maybe I'm getting tired. Inhale, center, exhale, child's pose for a moment. Now, self compassion reminds us that our value isn't found in achieving the fullest expression of a pose or exercise. So, honor your body today. Inhale, step your left foot forward, and exhale, take a moment. Inhale, come up into a half kneeling pose. So that's when you stack your shoulders over your hips. Your hands can go to the hips to help you find alignment and length in your spine. Inhale, reach your arms up, or rather, reach your right arm only up to the ceiling. Your left hand can stay to hip. And lean over to the left side to add a psoas or a hip flexor stretch here. Now, as you lean over to the left, you'll feel a bit more of an intense, maybe a more intense stretch in the right hip. That's usually how I would describe it for myself. Now, you can come out and back into the stretch. Inhale, center to let that go, and exhale, half kneeling twist. Place your right palm on the left knee and reach your left fingertips back. You can look back towards your back hand. Then inhale, come back to center, and exhale, find a quad stretch. So lean forward if you need to, and slowly bend your back knee and grab your out or inner arch of your foot. Now, that's only if your body allows. You could just bend the knee if that's not happening today. Then inhale, center, and exhale, half monkey or half splits pose. So straighten your front leg, draw the toes towards you. You could even point and flex your toes and rock back and forth a little bit to help get into the hamstrings a little bit more. You can keep the back foot tucked or untucked. You can think about drawing the nose towards your toes. Then inhale, come up into a runner's lunge. So now you're going to shift the weight forward. Keep the left knee bent, but bring it to the outer left palm. Then you can lift the back knee or you can keep it down. You can also come down onto the forearms. Inhale, reach the left arm up, and exhale, bend the back knee and find a quad stretch if you'd like. Then inhale, come up to center, and exhale, find a pigeon pose. So now you're going to bring that left shin parallel towards your mat or diagonal. It's okay if it's not perfect angles here. What's more important is that we're getting that stretch in the outer left hip. Untuck the back toes, let the toes point directly behind you. Come onto the elbows and bring your forehead down. Give yourself a moment to rest in your your pigeon pose as much as you can. This can sometimes be a bit of an intense, relaxing pose at the same time, so just feel those juxtapositions if there are any. And again, move with curiosity, or rather, stay with curiosity. Your body isn't a problem to solve, it's a relationship to build. Now, if you'd like to come up in your pigeon pose and find a quad stretch, you can come up onto the fingertips, lift your chest, and then grab your back foot or bend your back knee. Now, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up into your tabletop, and exhale, half kneeling pose on the other side. Step your right foot forward, bring your hands to your hips, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. And inhale, reach the left arm overhead. Exhale, lean over to your right to get the hip flexor stretch in the left front hip. You can rest the right hand on top of the right thigh. You can again come in and out of the stretch if that helps you kind of loosen things up and open a little more. You can remain still in the stretch. Breathe into the places that have felt guarded here. So sometimes we really guard the front of our hips because we're sitting all day, or even we just find ourselves in a flexed position. So this is a moment to really open up and kind of let that go, because healing often begins with creating just a little more space. Inhale, center, and exhale. Bring your left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind you. Gaze can follow the fingertips. If emotions arise here, know that you don't have to explain them or push them away. Keep breathing. Then inhale, come back to center, and exhale, monkey pose or half monkey pose. So now you'll straighten your front leg as you draw the toes towards your nose, and you come onto the hands or fingertips. You send the hips back. If you want to point and flex your toes again, you could do that here. Then an option to kind of see if there's any more space to fold a little bit more. And then inhale, come into your runner's lunge. So now the right foot is on the outside of the right hand. Lift up onto the back toes, lift the knee. Then eventually you can drop that back knee and drop onto the forearms if your body allows today. Release your neck, let your head hang heavy. Option to find a quad stretch by bending the back knee or even grabbing it. You can even come back up into your half kneeling position. I believe I kind of forgot that on this side, so we can definitely hit that right now. And then inhale, exhale, come into a come into a pigeon pose. Or half pigeon. Yes, this is half pigeon. So I think I said pigeon on the other side. Half pigeon is one side at a time. So we're doing half pigeon. Your right leg is parallel or diagonal to your mat. You flex the front toes, untuck your back toes, then come onto your forearms and rest your forehead down. Remember, your body may feel different here. Comparison has no place in this practice. Meet this side with fresh eyes and an open heart. And just like the other side, if you bent the back knee or if you came up onto the fingertips and lifted your chest, just to find a little bit more space in the front of your body in this shape, please do so here. Then inhale, come back into your tabletop, and exhale, find child's pose. Take a slow breath in and a long breath out. Bring your knees as wide as your mat, big toes touch. Rest your forehead on your mat and relax your arms. Slowly make your way to standing. Step the feet wide and find a forward fold in a wide-legged forward bend. And grab opposite elbows, sway side to side as you let your head become heavy. And imagine releasing the weight of expectations you've been carrying. You don't have to earn rest, and you don't have to earn compassion. They've always belonged to you. Release your hands, interlace your hands behind your back. You can release the fingertips and come back down whenever you're ready, but this is a really nice shoulder opener. Inhale, find length in the spine, and exhale, toe heel your feet in for a forward fold, bringing the feet about hip width. Stay for a moment, and then inhale and exhale, find Malasana Frog's pose. Turn your heels in, toes out, bend your knees a lot, and find a deep squat here. Once you're all the way down, you can bring your palms together and press the elbows to the inner thighs or knees. Bring the thumbs to third eye, and thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you for sharing this practice with me today. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need a little calm today. See you next time.